Single Lowrance unit that has a yellow port on the back, which means on the back of the unit, they've had about 6 years of this, 8 years. If it has a yellow port on the back, any of the used units, even the mapping systems, you can turn them into a sonar. And this is important for the trollers because the trollers out there, on one transducer plugged into one unit, both units can be turned into a sonar, even if one's a mapping system. So what we've done is we have this yellow port. There's a yellow wire between these two units. This is a fish finder. We go menu, we go to sonar source, enter, and we go to LCX 113, enter. So this unit is at the back of the boat, and we're going to use it on the trolling plate, and this one's at the front of the boat. So even at the back of the boat, now this is independent of this, so you can set the parameters up for that application. So we're going to set this the same color as this one. So this unit now is taking this sonar through this one, through the Ethernet, which is actually a video port. Okay? So this unit is receiving the signal, but it's sending it to this unit. It's very important because if you've got a big trolling boat and you want to see the fish come up on the spoons on your back of your riggers, you just take an old unit and you connect it with just the Ethernet port without a transducer. Okay? On a Lowrance, you can buy a $69 hub, which allows you to run 4 more units on one transducer, which is really important for the guys with big fat boats because they might have one at the helm, one at the front, one at the back, you know, blah, 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 blah. And that's what a network system means. Okay? When you network a Lowrance unit with the interface, which is about $120, it allows you to digitally link the units, not by video. So this unit now controls this unit because whatever I do to this unit, that controls it. They have waypoint sharing, they have backlight synchronization. When you save a waypoint on this, it saves it on this one automatically, it transfers automatically. And that's why people may build a network connecting two units together. On the new units, so now we're going to talk about the new units. They've gone 100% digital, and what that means is this. On the new units, to build a full network, all you need is a yellow wire. You don't need to build a network unless you buy the engine interfaces. All the Lowrance units you can purchase, trim tab controllers, engine interfaces, fuel flow meters, all this other crap that you can add to them. A lot of them relate to the bass boat guys, not to the trolling guys. But for trollers, you can get a Bennett tab controllers, you can get digital radars, autopilots. These are all things you can add to the networks. Okay, just go on their website and read about it first. Now, on the Lowrance units, we're going to get a little bit technical too. The VHF course, every Lowrance unit in the last 11 years has two-way DSC built into it. As of late last year, it's U.S. law for the Coast Guard that all VHF radios have to be two-way DSC digital, every radio. And that's why the radios went from $130, $140 to $200 now. Every radio in the world now, VHF, has shot up in price by $50 to $80, and they all say digital DSC on them. It's law. What that means in English is as follows. Every Lowrance unit has GPS in, GPS out. The Lowrance radio, for example, the cheap one is like $220. There's colored wires in the back of it. And if Gavin has a unit, he gets an MMSI number. Any of you guys that have a digital radio today, you have to get a user number. It's Coast Guard mandated. So if you buy a brand new radio, plug it in, first thing you're going to say is it's a piece of shit compared to your old radio because you haven't entered a number into it. Every radio that's digital has a resistor inside it. If you don't enter a user number, you have a high max output of 8 watts. So let's say you buy a brand new $200 radio and you're like, my old radio's way better than this. It's a DSC unit. You have to type in a Coast Guard number. It's free from the Coast Guard. Once you fill out the sheets and call it in, they're going to give you a number. You type that number in, it turns the resistor off, you get a 40-mile range. Okay? So that's the first thing with your radio. Second thing, if you connect the wiring, because it comes with your radio, and it comes with your Lowrance on the power cord, you've got colored wires. If Gavin types in a number and he's got a Lowrance radio with 20 inputs, and 20 of you straightliners give him your user number, whenever you guys call in 68, Gavin will see on his GPS where you're calling it from. That's two-way DSC. It's built into your unit, it's built into your radio. Okay, it's very important because you've paid for it, you own it, but 99% of you guys don't even know what the hell those wires do. That's mandated from the U.S. Coast Guard. It also means if you're a nice guy and you're on channel 16 and someone calls in distress, you're going to see where he's calling that distress. That's what Channel 16 Rescue
It's
does.
gonna come up on your map,
What was that?
it?
It'll show up right on your map.
Will come up on your map.
If I have your boat number and we're on channel 70, you call me, I call you. As soon as I call you, call me, I see where your boat is. An hour later, you call me and yell fish on, I can see where your boat went.